these are some motifs you might have missed in Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. Del Toro is very much a visual storyteller, which is why fine art, colors, symbols, shapes, these are all crucial to the way he tells stories. Okay, so the most powerful of the recurrent motifs in Frankenstein is fire. Fire is a reference to two classical texts that influenced Mary Shelley when she was writing Frankenstein. The first of these is the myth of Prometheus, who is a titan who steals fire from the gods. Because he's been naughty, the gods then curse him to forever lie on a rock and have his liver eaten by an eagle every day for eternity. The other text that the motif of fire is elusive of is John Milton's Paradise Lost. This is the story of the fall of Satan, and much of it takes place in hell, which is of course an inferno. Both Prometheus and Paradise Lost are stories about rebelling against divine authority, and fire is central to both of them. The second motif I was interested in is the motif of insects, which are associated with Elizabeth, who is played by Mia Goth. In the movie, Elizabeth is shown studying insects or butterfly netting. As you can see, it's part of one of her costumes. At one point, she shows Victor a butterfly in a cage. And I think Elizabeth's proximity to insects, particularly insects in nets or cages, is representative of her worldview. It might symbolize her trappedness within the Frankenstein family, betrothed to one son, attracted to another, but then ultimately hating him and gravitating towards caring for his creation. Insects are also like tiny mechanical creatures, which might reflect wider themes of divine responsibility and creation. The last motif I want to talk about is the fact that Victor Frankenstein is always drinking a glass of milk. Is a reference, I think, to the fact that his mother died when he was very young and he's fixated on her death, and obviously milk represents motherhood and parentage. Milk is also a life-giving force. This creator who's going to subvert the laws of nature is always drinking this liquid which symbolizes life and love. For a couple of other motifs I found really interesting in this film, like for instance motifs of the human anatomy, the spine going down the back of many of the costumes, the motif of the human heartbeat, which recurs time and time again throughout the film. Both of these obviously reflect that idea of putting the creature together out of human body parts. If you're interested in reading my full review of Frankenstein, I've published that on my Substack, which is The Culture Dump. You should definitely go see the film, but you should absolutely read the book.